Did you know that you can create really cool art with just alcohol, ink, and photo paper? You don't need any Yupo. Let's talk about it. So this is the photo paper we're using. I'm using the Canon semi-gloss photo paper. So we have a glossy side and then we have a matte side. They're kind of similar. You can see maybe a difference in color. And they both react differently. So I'm going to start off with this common Skya ink in the dark blue. And we're just going to put a drop down here on the glossy paper. Now the glossy side of photo paper is meant to dry when ink is on it. So think about when your printer puts out a photo, how it's almost immediately dry. That's what's going to happen here. So we just put like 2 drops. You're going to see that it will move a little bit. We put some alcohol on it. It's going to move even more. The problem is that it doesn't really reactivate that well. And we can keep adding alcohol on here. This is not necessarily a disadvantage. This could be used to your advantage in that you can definitely draw with it with the ink, but you can see how that is just sticking there. Like it's not really coming up. And when that dries, you'll be able to see a little bit more. What happens though if we put just a little bit of alcohol on the page and then add a drop? Oh, it's so hard to control. A drop of the alcohol ink, you're going to see that it moves better, right? It's not sticking to the page. So I would say that for me, like if you're going to use this technique, don't just put the alcohol or the ink right on the page because it's going to leave that mark. You can see down here, it's going to leave this mark too. So I'm going to set that one aside for a minute. Now what happens on the matte paper? So if we put a drop down and then you can see it's not really moving that much. Put alcohol on there though, it does come up. And so on the matte side, you're going to get more, and this really depends on your photo paper. So you'll have to kind of check. This is just the paper that I have. You can see that it is moving quite nicely and there's no mark like on this one. And if we do a drop of the alcohol and then the ink, you're going to get the same effect. It does move better on the matte side. So it's really kind of up to you, like what you want to do. I think there are pros and cons to each. The glossy side is going to dry much faster than the matte finish side or the back side of the paper. So it's really kind of up to you. If you want to rework your image, you're definitely going to want to use this. But this is a nice alternative to Yupo. As you all know, Yupo is not inexpensive. I think it's about $2 a sheet. For a 9x12 sheet, you get 10 sheets in a pad. At least that's what I saw on Amazon. For this particular paper, it's $23 for 50 sheets, which works out to about 46 cents a sheet. And that's 8.5 by 11. And you can get this up to 13 by 19, which is what I have. Let's look at it with, I don't have like one of those hairdryer things, but I do have a plastic bottle, which kind of mimics that. I don't use this technique very often, but it's kind of fun. You can see we still got a lot of movement. This one is almost dry. Like you can see that it's almost dry. So let's set these aside for a minute and we'll come back to these. And let's talk about the smushing, which is what I know you guys want to see. Okay, for this technique, all I did was put down some alcohol. That's all I did. And I'm working on a sheet of glass here. You're just going to drop in some colors. So that's the blue. This is Cocoa, which is one of Kalinskaya's matte opaque inks, alcohol inks, which is definitely different. This one is highly pigmented. Put a little bit of that down there. And then I did add a little bit of the bronze as well. I'm not going to add that much. Oh, God, it just spewed out. Okay, so we can leave it like this. We can move it. You can do anything you want. So basically, I'm going to use the glossy side first. Um, Actually, let's use the back side. Let's use the matte side. So you want to let it kind of do its thing, and then you just sort of smush it in there. Like it's really, it's really not anything special. Let's put some more ink down. So you can kind of play around with how you put the ink down. Remember, when we do this again, it can alter this. So if you get something you like, don't smush again because it's not gonna be good. And you can see that we get some really cool effects. I'm gonna leave this one because I like that one. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Let's look at it on the glossy side now. Okay, let's just do the more you smush. Oh, that's kind of pretty. But what if we did, I think it needs more color. Let's put some more of that down there. I'm gonna add a little bit, maybe more blue. So I really like that part. So let's not smush over there. Let's just sort of come in like that. Ooh, that's fun. And this is the glossy side. It still works. As you can see, it's still a work in progress. That's really cool. I'm going to leave that one too. I am working on pretty small pieces of paper today. Let's throw down some of this Common Sky Peach. And I highly recommend wearing gloves. I'm not wearing my respirator right now because I'm working in small increments, but I have it on. I'm just going to say that right now. I want to be fully transparent. If you're not using your heat tool, for me, like, it doesn't seem to be that big of a deal, but it's smelly. So just make sure you open the window. So I put the peach down. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that's really cool. You can add more alcohol. I didn't add alcohol to that one. I think we need more color. What do you guys think? I think we need more color. And this is where you can kind of play around with where you put things. Like, it's up to you, like where you want the colors to go. I can shut that up enough. But you can get some really cool effects. And I've just kind of been, oh God, I've just kind of been playing around with how these work. I'm still just sort of in the beginning of it, but you can see that you can get some really cool effects. And I'm not sure which side I like better. I think I like, at first I kind of like the matte side, but now I'm kind of leaning toward liking I like that blue together. That's fun. I'm liking the matte or the glossy side better. Because I think it dries faster and it's kind of, if you're not going to manipulate it, then I don't know if you need to do the other side, but it's up to you. So what happens when let's take our Princeton Catalyst wedge here and just sort of move these around a little bit, see what happens. Okay. I'm going to do a swipey turn. Okay, that one's kind of fun, but I think we can do better. And you want to leave some white space, I think. You can definitely keep adding alcohol to the piece as well. Oh, I like that blue and orange together. That's kind of fun. It's a fun color combo for sure. Let's do one more round of these. I'm going to add this. This is the flamingo. Let's add some of that white or that cocoa back in there. And then maybe I want to pour this over here. I don't know if I have a leak in this one or I'm just kind of being weird about it. Okay, let's see what we get. So let's try this. Let's put some alcohol ink on the page and see if that changes a little bit than what we've got going on here. See if that changes anything. And get it all spread out. Okay. Ooh, that's very pink. Okay, this one's not maybe as successful as the other ones. Um, it needs more. Let's do more bronze. The thing I like about these Common Sky inks too is that they don't take a lot. I'm not adding like a ton of paint. Ooh, that one's pretty cool. I like that. I like the smushiness of it. Okay, we've got a lot of pieces here. I want to show you one more thing. This is going to be a pretty quick video. Let me clean up this. So for this one, we're going to mix a little bit of the orange, and I'm going to mix some alcohol in with it. And this is 91% alcohol I'm using here. Make sure we get it all mixed up. And that's why you want to wear gloves. Let me get another bowl out. So what I've been doing is, on the glossy side, I've been putting down some alcohol. And then taking this and kind of dropping it on here. And then I'm kind of just, I'm doing this on the glossy side because I kind of want these soft marks. And I've kind of just been letting it kind of do its thing. Because I've been trying to find, the blower method wasn't working for me. Like, I don't know if I can't use a hairdryer, but I really like these wispy effects. And with these delaminating inks, you can really get some interesting effects if you're patient, which you guys know I am not. So we could leave it like this. We definitely could. We could add another color, which we're going to do right now. Let's add some of this pink in here and see what happens. And you're going to see it's going to pick up some of that color. And because it's already got alcohol in there, it's not going to stick like it did originally. Can you see the delineation happening there? Like, it's pretty cool, I think. I have this extra bowl here because I kind of just want to, I've been tilting it into the bowl so that I can use it again if I want to. Add it on top of something. So I want to see what happens when we're going to let this dry. Okay, so here is our glossy paper dried. And here's, oh, the mat. The mat got a little, oh, I set it on top. That's why it looks weird. But yeah, you can see the difference. The mat still isn't dry. This one is totally dry. And they don't come up when they're dry. I would show you, but my hands are covered. So that's the glossy and the matte. Here are the first two that we did. And you can see that they are fully dry. I didn't dry them with a hairdryer. I just let them dry naturally. And I just love like these little effects that you get like through here and how the smushing really takes on a life of its own. Like, I don't know how you create these shapes. I would never. I mean, I probably could, but it might take me longer than just smushing on a piece of paper. Here are the orange ones. This is on the, is that on the matte side? It's on the glossy side. The Common Sky, delaminating inks are a bit matte. They are pigment based. They aren't dye based, so that's why they're a little different. And you'll notice that the cocoa that I put in there Those are all different depths of alcohol ink. So you're going to get some interesting movement using those three different pigments. And then there was I think that was all we did. We did these four. So you can see how this can be a fun exercise. Oh, we didn't look at this one. This was our gold. I love this one. I love just how subtle that is. And maybe you could smush over top of it. Possibly. I mean, you definitely could. I'm not going to. I'm going to keep playing with this one and see where I get. Because I really am interested more in these little sort of just leftover bits of ink and how I can build that up. So I'm going to keep playing with this one a little bit. All right, that's all I've got for you today. Just a quick little demo to show you how to use the inks and play around with photo paper and alcohol ink. It's a really inexpensive way to play without feeling like you're wasting paper. Like, so yeah, let me know if you're going to try it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the weekend with another video. Thanks so much. Bye.